Jesus' headquarters in the Sea of Galilee, which is Capernaum. Verse 21, and they went into Capernaum, and straightway on the Sabbath day he entered into the synagogue and taught. Quite a bit there to cover, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a little bit.
Why there?
Why do you reckon?
Why not Nazareth?
Why do you think?
Well, obviously we talked about what good comes from Nazareth.
Yep.
His family was there, and we do know that the family didn't quite get it. Possibly he wanted to go to a place where he wouldn't have to keep arguing the toss with people. And also the fact that if you look at a map, I believe it's on a road that was literally coming from the north to Jerusalem, so it was well trodden, and it's in the Sea of Galilee. And that is interesting because we talked about this before, about the Sea of Galilee. A lot of the ministry takes place around it. So there's a lot of people on either side, easy to get around or to row across. And I guess because of the time and the fraught nature of the politics, it could quickly disappear and go somewhere else.
It's a great location, though, isn't it? As for all those reasons that you pointed out. It's not far from the Decapolis as well. The Decapolis is on the sort of other side of the Sea of Galilee, so that's a sort of Gentile region out around that way.
Greek.
Yep. So non-Jewish. As you say, you've got the good trade route or the roads running up and down through it. It's a nice position to actually base yourself and work out of. And I believe it was also the home of Simon Peter. There may have been very practical reasons for it as well, in that one of the guys he's just called to follow him, Simon Peter, has got his Desres there. And so they use Simon's place as the start point for the ministry.
It's northwest of the lake. Yep. I believe it's close to a place called Nahum. Matthew 9:1 mentions it's his own city.
Yep.
Of course, it's not a city. That's probably a mistranslation. It's not that big. And in fact, if you go there now, you still get a sense of the wonder of the place, but there's not much there apart from 2 churches and a nice access to the lake. Quite a beautiful little spot. And of course, I don't think we should underestimate that this was a nice, quiet place, slightly out of the way, but very easy to get to where you wanted to.
As a city, as a town, it's been around since the Hasmonean times. It was a major trade route. It was an economic centre in the North Galilean region. They reckon in New Testament times there probably around about 1,500 people lived there. So it would be a size of a small sort of rural New Zealand town, I guess. But that became that hub. And as you say, it's still visible today. Tourist centre there. It's a great tourist destination for visitors getting into the Galilee. They've also done some work there, and I think a lot of scholars are now pretty much agreed that they've discovered the house of Simon Peter, as well as ruins from the first century synagogue there that lay below another synagogue, which is sort of 4th or 5th century.